Good morning or afternoon, ninth grade class. In third or fifth period, we are doing physics with earth and space science. I want to lay out everything that we're doing on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for you all at the same time. The learning target each day is going to be pretty much the same. I can present information, particularly relevant information that actually matters. I can present relevant information on the planet, fill in the blank. Venus is going to be on Wednesday. I can present information on the planet on Thursday. That will be Mars. I can present relevant information on the planet on Friday. That will be Jupiter. In this case, I want to spend time reviewing a planet per day. We will spend time reviewing a planet per day, and you will have one new ed puzzle per day. That's the idea. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, each day you have a bell ringer. You cover a planet in review, and you learn one new thing from one new video. Okay, let's break this down. You come in, you watch this video, you do the bell ringer, you get 10 points for that. For reviewing the notes, I will go over it with you in class. It will be extra credit. Simply submit it with your bell ringer. Submit the notes with your bell ringer. This will count as extra credit on your bell ringer. So 5 notes, 2 points each. You can get 10 or more extra credit points per day from taking good notes on what I show you. I'll be projecting my own notes from that ed puzzle, from the Venus ed puzzle on Wednesday, from the Mars ed puzzle on Thursday, from the Jupiter ed puzzle on Friday. You will have one new ed puzzle per day. I want you to take notes on them, at least 5 notes, same deal here. So you'll get 10 points from the notes, 20 points from the ed puzzle, 30 points total per day. So this should be 90 points in all. Make sense? So Wednesday, you're going to be learning about stars. Thursday, you're going to be learning about a type of star called a brown dwarf. And Friday, you'll be learning about the low mass stars. That's our layout for the week. For 5th period, I owe candy to Delshant and Nicholas for knowing that Uranus used to be called the planet George. And congratulations on actually defeating Holy Cross. Once again, this is Mr. Starkerson in 9th grade physics with earth and space science. And as usual, we are keeping our hands to ourselves, not touching anyone, not hitting anyone, not pushing anyone, not throwing anything. Yeah, so that still applies. And you're raising your hand to contribute, raising your hand to move. That still applies. And we're going to be seated, sitting up straight, mostly seated, not moving around. That still applies. In other news, it is now December, which means we only have 13 more days.
So we dropped the telescope. We dropped a $10 billion telescope. Yesterday on NASA's blog, they detailed an incident where they were attaching the telescope to bits that would put the scope in the rocket that'll be used to launch it. One of the clamp bands on the telescope accidentally lost its grip, causing a vibration throughout the observatory. Which sounds like a professional way to say, like, oops, a little slipperoony. How long do you think that room was dead silent until people started breathing again? I'm not terribly worried about the scope. It's in the best hands it could possibly be in, but they will be running some tests until the end of the week to make sure that everything's still peachy. But the launch date has been pushed back a couple days to December 22nd at the earliest, so we will see what happens.
All right, class, you have 5 assignments, 10 pages minimum each.
Say what?
All due on the same day.
Are you kidding me?
As well as a 15-minute presentation first thing tomorrow.
But on what?
Please no talking. And a pop quiz. Right now.
Hi, I'd like a job at your company. Here's every piece of work I've ever done for the past 21 years that they said would be necessary for me to get this job.
Explain all of it to me in 7 seconds or get out.
Bell ringer question for you. We have the James Webb Space Telescope. The James Webb Space Telescope is put together by NASA, the US's space agency, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency. Essentially all the wealthiest countries all saying, let's go to space, let's observe it. And the James Webb Space Telescope is very expensive. It's supposed to be the best telescope that we have, even better than Hubble, which has the best that we have up until this point. How much does it cost? What little thing happened that stopped us from launching it as early as we wanted this month? One more time. The James Webb Space Telescope is not launching on time. It's launching later this month. Why is it launching late? And how much did the James Webb Space Telescope cost?
So we dropped the telescope. We dropped a $10 billion telescope. Yesterday on NASA's blog, they detailed an incident where they were attaching the telescope to bits that would put the scope in the rocket that'll be used to launch it. One of the clamp bands on the telescope accidentally lost its grip, causing a vibration throughout the observatory. Which sounds like a professional way to say, like, oops, a little slipperoony. How long do you think that room was dead silent until people started breathing again? I'm not terribly worried about the scope. It's in the best hands it could possibly be in, but they will be running some tests until the end of the week to make sure that everything's still peachy. But the launch date has been pushed back a couple days to December 22nd at the earliest, so we will see what happens.